or maybe you've put some money into crypto and it's appreciated some. This cycle, there's things that are already up 10x from the bottom of the bear market. And that's probably the best time that you should be borrowing against digital assets. It's when they're actually down in value, because we do have a lot of volatility in this asset class. So that's just one of the considerations. Let's kind of get into what it looks like, as far as the constraints around borrowing against digital assets versus other asset classes. Most people are familiar with borrowing against their real estate or their stock portfolio or their 401k, where interest rates are a little bit lower. The LTV there is a little bit higher. So the LTV is a loan to value ratio. So, let's say you had $1 million. If you had a 90% LTV, you could get $900,000 against that $1 million. Whereas in crypto, oftentimes you're going to see something much lower than that, somewhere between 40 and 60% LTV, sometimes up to 70%. But with the volatility in this asset class, a lot of the time it really doesn't make sense to borrow up to 70%, unless you're in the bottom of the bear market and you expect things to move substantially higher than that. We've already seen some appreciation here. And again, I say this in every video, but nothing here is financial advice. It's all for entertainment and educational purposes. Always speak with a licensed wealth advisor like those at Digital Wealth Partners. If you do have actual needs for financial advice or want specifics around your financial situation, this is all just, speculation. I'm just some guy on the internet, and I'll talk about some of the stuff that I've done in the space. So a while back, I did borrow against my XRP with Nexo, not recommending that platform, not recommending DeFi, just giving you an example of something that I've done in the past. So I borrowed against my XRP. I think it was around, somewhere around 50 cents. And I thought that it was going to move higher on the chart. This is probably in 22 when I did this. So it was a 50% LTV. I was able to borrow against it. Imaginary numbers here. Let's say you put up $1 million at 50 cents. You get 2 million XRP. You borrow another $500,000. You're able to buy another 1 million XRP.